back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I went clothes shopping today because my sister-in-law's wedding is on the 10th of September and I haven't done any shopping. They've been shopping for like 6 weeks now. Everyone else has bought like 17 fucking outfits, and that's how many outfits you fucking need for these weddings. And I've just been ditching it, so today was my day to get fucking loaded up. And it's not like clothes shopping in the Western world here. I mean, they have all that shit here. You can do all that. You can buy shirts and fucking t-shirts. It's the same shit. They've got fucking malls here too. They're addicted to fucking malls. But I have no interest in that bullshit. We went to a couple of places to get a few suits, and I was like, nah, not interested. I want a tailor-made, hand-woven fucking suit. And so that's what we did. We went to this place, which is like the garment district. The fabric district, it's just fucking a million shops of different fucking fabric. I don't know what separates them. Price, I think. We went to like a dodgy one. I don't mean the fabric was dodgy. I mean, I think the guy was stealing the fabric from someone because it was like a quarter of the price of the other places. And what you got to know is this fabric is the same fabric like Hugo Boss uses, Giovanni Gavucci, all these cunts, all these famous fucks. Donna Sheridan. Donna Sheridan's actually my mate's ex-girlfriend. What a nightmare bitch she was. Juan Martin Raphael. All these famous fucking brands that I know. All their fabric comes from India. And then it's made in India as well. So it's made in sweatshops in India using Indian fabrics. And then they just bang the Donna Sheridan fucking logo on it and charge you fucking $1,200 for a fucking suit. But what you can do here is just cut out all those cunts, go directly to the fabric guy, and then go directly to a tailor. And you've got to have a tailor in India. Everyone has a tailor. I don't know if everyone does, but they should have a fucking tailor. So we go to this fabric place, and I wasn't even that keen to begin with. I was like, fuck this. I have to choose some fabrics and then I have to get fucking measured and... Oh, what a fucking nightmare. But once we got to the fabric store and fucking old mate, the Indian behind the counter, fucking pulled out some beautiful blue Italian fucking cotton used by like famous brands. I don't know why it's Italian. Maybe they sell that to the Italians. I don't know. But once he pulled out that first roll of fabric and I felt it, I felt that Italian cotton in between my fucking fingers, I turned instantly gay. The gay just flooded out of me and I wanted to suit up hard. I've never worn a good suit in my entire life. I've never worn a good suit that fitted before. I've always only ever bought a suit when it was an emergency like court, or I had completely run out of money, so I had to fucking try and find a job. Or they were about to cut off my unemployment and I had to look like, at least visually, that I was out there fucking handing out resumes, which I never was. And those suits, they were never good suits. The fabric was always stiff. They never fit properly. I would always sweat. I was always sweating in these shitty suits. And I never spent more than like $99. It was always a suit that was discounted from $789 to $99. Those are the suits. Those are the suits. Those are the ones that fucking used to trick me. I'm like, fuck, what a bargain. It's discounted from $3,500 to $48. I would think that's a great bargain and I would throw it on and the suit would look like shit. It would feel like shit. But I'm like, I'm saving so much money here. So I'd buy the fucking suit and then I would go out and tell everyone, I'm like, fuck, look at this suit. I got it fucking $13. And everyone's like, wow, you got ripped off. It looks like a fucking $10 suit. So when he pulled out that Italian fucking cotton today and I ran it between my thumb and my index finger and I felt that fabric, every single fucking gay tendency I had came out. I was starting to speak with a lisp. I was fucking gay. And I was like, just fucking keep pulling out that fabric, baby, because I'm getting more than one suit now. So he just keeps on pulling out fucking fabric. I'm like, yes, I want that. Yes, yes. Do you have something in pink? Do you have anything floral? So at the fabric shop, I ended up choosing, I probably went a little bit overboard. I ended up choosing two Italian cotton fabrics for suits. And usually that fabric in India is about 2,000 rupees a meter, and you need 4.5 meters. And 2,000 rupees is 40 Australian dollars. So it was going to cost like roughly $180 just for the fabric. But because this was a fucking dodgy place and it looked like they'd stolen it off the back of the Hugo Boss trucks, they were charging like 750 rupees a meter, which is roughly $15, but we ended up getting them down to 600, which is $12 a meter. So when they're measuring out the fabric, they go, do you want a 2-piece suit or a 3-piece suit? I'm like, what the fuck is a 3-piece suit? They're like, a 3-piece suit is the vest. I'm like, yes, I want a vest. I want 2 3-piece suits, even though I just found out what a 3-piece suit is now. I'm like, what's a 5-piece suit then? They're like, it's a tie and a t-shirt as well. I'm like, can I get 2 5-pieces? They're like, calm down, gay boy. I'm like, all right, I'll just get 2 3-piece suits. And on top of that, on top of the 2 3-piece suits in fine Italian cotton, I chose 4 more different fabrics, an array of colors and patterns I'd never even thought of or contemplated wearing before. I am now getting pants made. So I got 4 other fabrics just to make pants. So 2 3-piece suits, 4 other fabrics just for pants. And I'm talking like yellow patterns and checkers and shit like that. Gay as. And then we're about to leave, and the guy behind the counter, he knew he had me. He knew anything he pulled out I was just going to want. So he whops out this fucking material, this white material, and it was the softest, most beautiful material I've ever felt in my entire life. And he's like, do you want a white shirt? And I'm like, I want a white shirt. So 4 pairs of pants, 2 3-piece suits, and a white shirt. And that's just the fabric. So we leave the fabric guy. I think it ended up costing like $150 for all that fabric. And I'm talking, it's the fucking good shit. If you felt this fabric, you'd be like gay as well. The fabric is so soft, it turns you gay, which is a good thing because once you've bought the fucking fabric, you need to go to the tailor, and he really gets in there. So we walk around the corner to the fucking tailor, and it's just down this dodgy alley. And you just wouldn't ever find this tailor. He's just like a side store down a dodgy alley. Like the other shops in this alley are like people fixing kettles. That's what they do here. If appliances break down, they take it to someone and someone fixes it. Like if you have a toaster and it breaks down, instead of throwing it in the ocean, they just take it to someone and for like $2, they fix it within half an hour. Anything. A heater, a blender, fucking all of it. Anything you can think of, they fix it here. So we get to this tailor, and because I haven't had much interaction with tailors before, you don't really believe they can actually make the suit. Just in your head, you think they're going to fuck something up. But not this guy. As soon as I looked into his eyes, I was like, this guy is my tailor for life. And he had suits in various stages of being made. And I'm like, this guy knows what he's doing. I'm in safe fucking hands here. So I get measured out. He spent a lot of time on the inner crotch, I have to be honest with you. And I was wearing like shorts and they were hanging down a little bit, and he needed to find high up in my inner thigh, and the back of his hand spent a lot of time on my balls. And I'm going to say, after buying all that fabric, I quite enjoyed his hand being there. It was quite pleasant. So I got measured out and I'm like, I want this thing to follow the contours of my body. I want this fabric on my skin. I want me and the suit to become one. I'm looking forward to it, actually. So that's getting done at the moment. 4 pairs of pants, 1 t-shirt, and 2 3-piece suits. I got to go back in there in a few days, maybe a week, because he gets the suits to a certain stage, and then you go in there for a fitting, and he makes all the minor adjustments. It's going to be so good to have a fucking nice suit that fits perfectly for now. But if I get fat, I'm fucked. So when I'm going for that final fitting, I'll do a little bit of a video for you. I'll show you the alley with the electronics each side and then the alley and all that sort of shit. And you can see the fucking suits. I'll put on a little fucking fashion show for you. Anyway, that will do for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, keep sharing it around with your friends and I'll see you the fuck later.